Hi, and welcome back to my weekly snow reports. As you can see, or perhaps you can't really see much right now, but I have made it back to Chamonix. Here's what it looked like yesterday. So as far as opening weeks go, things were looking pretty good. It's probably the most lying snow I've seen at the start of December in the 5 years I've been in the Alps, so great start to the season. So there's been about a foot of lying snow in the Chamonix Valley itself, although that's likely to change over the next few days. And of course, up the mountain there's much more than that. So yeah, in terms of the depth of the base, it's a really good start, and it's only going to get better as the weeks go on, especially up high. So on top of the snow we already had last weekend, there was maybe 10 to 15 centimetres of lovely cold, dry, fluffy snow here in the valley on Monday and Tuesday. Then middle of the week, had some brilliant blue sky, bluebird powder days, and then last night a little bit more snow, but as you might be able to tell, it's actually turned to rain right now, which is a little bit disappointing, but it was to be expected. So it's been raining for most of the day, and it's going to continue to rain, unfortunately, but it's not actually melting the snow that much, because at this time of year, the cold air gets trapped in the valley when the warm fronts move in. So even though the freezing level's gone up to around about mid-mountain, it's probably only 1 or 2 degrees down here. So despite the fact that it's raining quite heavily, the snow isn't really thawing, just getting sticky and heavy, but for now at least this is going to last. So in terms of lift surf skiing, all there was to go out this week was the 2 lifts running at Grand Montet, the Bochard and Tarbet chairlift. So really not a huge amount, and given that how good the snow was, everything was incredibly busy over the weekend and it's all completely tracked out. But in terms of touring potential, you can skin up from the valley floor virtually anywhere, so all the usual box spots, La Tour, La Zouche, we've all been seeing tons of action. I was up at La Tour yesterday in the sun, it was lovely. So again, that might change over the coming days, but for now at least you can skin up from virtually anywhere, and there's tons of touring potential available. And of course, everyone in Chamonix skis off-piste and has skins, so that's all seeing plenty of action too. The tunnel currently closed, you can't get to Italy very easily, but Skyway in Cormier is also open, and that's been seeing some action. Some of my friends were over there earlier in the week, and sure, it's very early season, so the conditions are quite thin, especially up high, but there's some good snow to be found over there too, so if you fancy a long drive all the way around over the cols, then that's also an option. Montenvers is also open, but as I've said before, there's not really any skiing off there, at least not until you get meters and meters of snow. So from tomorrow, Saturday the 9th of December, we've also got Flagère opening, and that's opening fully in theory, so that'll be open every day and all the lifts will run as long as there's enough snow and there's enough demand for them to be running. That's good news. And there's also a partial opening of the Megève ski area, weekends only for now, from tomorrow, so I'm not sure exactly what lifts will be running, but I'm sure you can find that out on the Megève, their official ski reports. The La Zouche and Saint-Gervais ski area was also due to be opening partly this weekend, but they've pushed that back another week. So I guess they've seen the forecast and decided it's not worth opening for just a few days to potentially have to close again, because I'll come on to it in a minute, but there is a lot of rain in the forecast unfortunately. So yeah, but for now at least you'll have 2 choices in the valley, Grand Montet and Flagère to ski at for the next weekend onwards. And then the following weekend you'll have a few more, and then again, just before time for Christmas hopefully everything should be open, fingers crossed. So in terms of what to expect in the forecast for next week, as I've already said, it is raining now and it's due to keep raining most of the day, and in fact it's actually due to rain for most of the next 5 or 6 days unfortunately. I mean, the freezing level will go up and down a little bit, and occasionally it will turn to sleet or snow, and yeah, it won't be raining non-stop, but unfortunately things won't look quite as white and as pretty this time next week as they do now, and especially as they did yesterday. But that's all part of the course this time of year, you can't really complain, and it's no bad thing having some rain and wet snow, which helps consolidate the base and stabilise the snowpack up high as well, so just need to grin and bear it for this time of year, especially as most things aren't open yet. You don't really mind a little bit of rain, because it just means better base which will last longer, and more snow up high, filling in all the glaciers, so yeah. Quite happy to stand here in the rain for now and talk to you, because it just means that things will be better in a week or two's time. So looking at this forecast, it may look depressing, but don't be too disheartened, because I can assure you that a lot of this snow will survive. Sure, it may look brown and dirty in a few days' time, but there'll still be lying snow in the valley in a week's time in Chamonix, and up on the mountain there'll be plenty. It might be wet, it might be soggy, but it'll still be there. So yeah, don't get down in the dumps if you're coming in a week's time on holiday, because there'll still be plenty of snow to play in. So that's it from Chamonix for another week, but meanwhile, back in England, they've got this. So I bet most of you didn't even realise it was possible to ski in England, let alone that they have uplift in England, but they do. There's actually 6, maybe even 7 resorts, or hills if you will, with at least 1 ski lift, and at least 2 of them this week have been up and running already, which is amazing when most of the Alps aren't up and running yet, so being able to get uplifted turns in England in the start of December, which is pretty awesome. So some of these pictures are from Raise, which is in the Lake District, and the others are from Yad Mos, which is in the Northern Pennines. and there's a bunch of other areas also in the Northern Pennines which potentially might be opening in the next few days as well. So yeah, if you're back home in England, consider going there instead to get your early season turns. So I'll leave you with the views from my first ski tour of the season up at Le Tour yesterday, dusting off the cobwebs in the beautiful blue sky and sunshine of Le Tour. So for now, till next week.